Hi, welcome to Toy Fishing. Today we're going to be looking at how to tie the viral version of the GT knot. We'll be looking at two main versions of the GT knot, inevitably, and in this episode we'll focus on the viral variant of the GT knot. If that all sounds a little confusing, please take a look at our GT knot confusion video where we uncover 4 variants, would you believe it, to the GT knot. This may be one of my favourite knots to tie, the viral version. It's super fast and gets me out of a jam when needed. It's perfect for connecting either a mono or fluoro leader to a braid mainline. Although this knot is easy to tie, it may be one of the most incorrectly taught knots available to anglers. The leader knot is critical for this knot and is predominantly the region that many anglers struggle to tie correctly. Knot descriptions are below in the comments, so check those out if you're unsure of any of the terms we're using during the tying sequence. Please also ensure you look at our tips and tricks at the end of the video. These will help you understand key areas to this fishing knot. Essentially, the viral GT knot is a figure of 8 knot with an additional turn on the leader side of things and a uni knot on the mainline side of things. Right, let's take a look at how to tie the GT knot, the viral version. Place the tag end over the standing end, then wrap the tag end around the standing end twice. Then pass the tag end through this loop. I would then pull the knot loosely together, ensuring the knot has a decent sized lobed end on either side. Then take your main line and pass it through the loop on both ends of the leader knot. Ensure the line enters the same side and direction as the leader line on both ends. Then I'd pull through about 12 inches of main line. Then tie a uni knot with the main line. Basically form a loop with the 3 lines at the top. Then wrap the tag end of your main line around these 2 lines. You will need to do a minimum of 8 wraps here. I would then pull the braid tag end and allow the braid to naturally unwind on the outer loop and overwrap itself onto the mono leader line. Okay, so let's take a look at cinching this knot up. Ensure both knots are lubricated before we carry on. I would start with the leader material. Take the tag end and the standing end and wrap these on a pair of bars and tighten the figure of 8 knot with an extra turn. This should bind up nicely around the braid line. I would then cinch the braid knot down on the leader material. Wrap the leader line and the braid tag around one bar and wrap the main line standing end around another. Then pull down and cinch the uni knot. Then take both the standing ends and pull down hard. The braid knot should slip down and butt up nicely against the leader line knot. I would then trim both tag ends to 1/8 of an inch or 3 millimeters. And that's it, the viral GT knot. It's super quick, but how reliable is it? We're going to find out in another episode. Right, tips of the day, got a few of them for you here. Number 1, stopper knots. Know what they look like and understand their benefits and which one is in fact the strongest stopper knot. Click right up here to look at our testing video on stopper knots. Once you've done that, you'll probably begin to understand why this version of the figure of 8 knot was used in the leader material. And also, if you use the double overhand knot, you end up tying a completely different knot, the Knit buffer knot. Number 2, know what a double overhand knot looks like and a figure of 8 knot with an additional turn. The main difference between the figure of 8 knot types and the overhand knot types is the figure of 8 always tucks back in, whereas on the overhand knots the line passes from the front to the back on the outside. You can also easily unwind the double overhand knot, whereas the figure of 8 knot is interlinked. Right, number 3, linear leader knot. You will notice that by adding an additional turn to the figure of 8 knot, it creates a more linear knot and also helps prevent slipping within the leader material. Number 4, saliva. It's really important on this knot, especially for a mono to mono variant or a braid to mono variant. When you pull the leader and mainline knot together, you can create a lot of heat and compromise the monofilament rather easily. Number 5, wrap counts. These are based on the exact same wrap counts we used in the uni to uni knot. On mono to mono variant, I would allow 4 wraps, and on a braid to fluoro or braid to mono, I'd allow 8 wraps. And number 6, ensure the braid line is not drawn into the leader knot when cinching up. This normally occurs when the leader knot is not cinched up prior to pulling the 2 knots together. Right, number 7, although we have assumed in the tying sequence that it's a braid knot, this knot is really good for a mono to mono connection also. And number 8, finally and most importantly, as we did when we reviewed the Slim Beauty knot, using a doubled up piece of braid may in fact increase the strength of this knot dramatically. We will be looking at both the single and the double version of the Viral GT knot when we do our episode of the world's strongest fishing knot. Let's get this wrapped up. If you're looking for an easy to tie low diameter knot that you can use on all line configurations, this knot certainly does tick all those boxes. I've used this knot for a long time now and would certainly recommend it to anyone looking for a good knot that offers good repeatability. As always, check for slipping, especially when tying braid. If you have any spare time, please like, please subscribe, and go check out our website. That would be awesome. Tight lines, and thanks for watching this episode of the Viral version of the GT knot. And hopefully in the next episode we'll be looking at how to tie the actual GT knot, which looks really, really good, by the way. So I'm really excited to bring that along. Take care and see you later. Cheers, man.